I think there's increasingly a blindness in the political class about just the extent of the disconnect that there is between them and the rest of us. I think there's an abyss has quietly grown between the politicians and the mass of the population, and they are unaware. I think the politicians are not seeing the extent to which we are no longer, if we really ever were, interested in the way that they view the world. And to get back to that, what you were saying there about the state that they've got the nation into, it's coming up on 2 years now where people have been, via propaganda and a complicit mainstream media, people have been just frightened into a position, into a state of mind where so many people no longer seem to know which way is up, which way to turn. I think that was demonstrated, made manifest by the way in which people reacted to the rumour, basically, which is what it was, that there was a shortage of fuel in Britain, and the panic that then ensued. And I think the public were not really to be blamed for that, because there had been nearly 2 years by that point of people being told not to think for themselves, to wait hour by hour or day by day for their next set of instructions. And I think it was hardly surprising that when the news began to circulate, for whatever reason, that the pumps were running dry, of course people panicked. And the people should not really be blamed for responding in that way, because for nearly 2 years they had been conditioned to just react to whatever they were being told. I try and stay away from conspiracy theories, and I know that you do, but it genuinely becomes harder and harder to stay away from the idea that keeping the population jittery and on edge, uncertain, anxious and fearful is serving, the political class or the government or the leaders. It seems to be, it's hard not to see that keeping the flock jumpy is serving some wider agenda. And as I say, I try and keep myself away from conspiracy theories, but you feel yourself being pulled towards them as though by an increasingly inexorable gravitational pull. They need to get optimism. If the leaders actually want to get back to us living in a country that is normal, functioning, sane, the kind of country that we used to live in, if they genuinely want to get back there, then the time has come to stop the restrictions, to get back to normal. It feels as though there's an addiction out there to the doom and gloom. And anyone that knows anything about addiction, if you want to give up smoking, or if you want to give up drink, you just pick a day and you stop. You say, that's it. I'm not doing that anymore. I've smoked my last cigarette, or I've drunk my last bottle of whiskey, and you stop it cold turkey.
Totally.
And if we don't go cold turkey soon, we're never going to get out of this.